I just want to say a quick note for the Texans. This is the best I've seen them in a long, long time. And hopefully that's not spoiled anything for your review, Adam. But take it away.
No, it certainly hasn't. I think we all predicted this one to be a Patriots win just based on the previews, because how poor the Texans were. Got to remember they lost 40-0 to fellow AFC East side, the Buffalo Bills. But of course, I think as this game will evidence, the Bills are just on a different level. But focusing on the two teams, this one, they were two teams desperate for a win. And it was the host who marched down the field with a drive that took what felt like forever. So you think 10 minutes is quite a lot of time in like normal, 10 minutes NFL time. It felt like the entire first hour red zone was Texans with the ball. But they finally finished off the drive with rookie quarterback Mills. He found a pass to Auclair. Then the Patriots responded with a nice drive, which was finished off by running back Damien Harris. So you think, right, okay, so two teams scoring opening touchdown drives. The defenses will settle down. That certainly wasn't the case. The very next drive, seen Mills open the Patriots secondary again, and he found receiver Moore for his first NFL touchdown. So at this point, it felt like if you wanted to get your first NFL touchdown, interception, come and face the Patriots. The Patriots then responded with what looked like to be an equalising touchdown. So I was off my seat. But then Damien Harris thought he was facing Miami again and then fumbled this one on the 1 yard line. There was a bit of controversy in the group chat about whether it was or wasn't a touchdown, but I believe that the review in New York got it spot on, because he did fumble it before he broke the plane. Texans then capitalised and got a nice drive to then get a fair bend field goal. Then Nick Folk responded with a field goal himself to keep the Patriots in the game. So you're thinking, right, New England, you've been awful, but this is the Texans, so you should easily come back. They started off the second half in the worst possible way. Rookie quarterback Mac Jones then threw an interception to Johnson. Texans ball. Then again, you're thinking, Mills, is he Mills or is he Patrick Mahomes? It looked like Mahomes when he then exposed the secondary again and then found wide receiver Conley for a big score. At this point, it was 22-9, and I honestly thought we were going to concede about 40, 50 points, because every time Mills got the ball, he looked like it was Madden on amateur mode. He was just launch it length of the field. JC Jackson and Devin McCourty had their worst games in the Patriots jersey. But then one thing I will give the Patriots credit for in an awful performance was the defense then came to life. So mainly through middle linebacker Matthew Judon, with pressuring, of course, the O-line and quarterback Mills. And then it gave the Patriots offense time to actually make up for their dreadful first half performance. So then there were two more Nick Folk field goals. And then came a huge moment in the game where Mac Jones actually thought had a clutch throw and found tight end Hunter Henry in the end zone. Then the PAT was actually good on this occasion, made it 22 each. And then at that point, you just felt that the stuffing was knocked out the Texans, and even New England couldn't screw this up. So they had a solid drive, mixed up the running game with the likes of Brandon Bolden, managed to gain well, and then Nick Folk got a chip field goal to luckily escape a win, 25-22. The Patriots certainly got away with one, and the Texans will be kicking themselves.
I must say that was 30 minutes of football I really enjoyed, and then followed by 30 more minutes that I didn't enjoy as much.
I mean, what a fourth quarter by the Patriots, though, to recover.
Yeah, I thought the Patriots did recover well, because to turn it around, when you're playing that bad, you think it's going to stay that way. And the offense did get going. You think if they started off like that, they would have beaten the Texans easy. And it shows you the catch that Hunter Henry made. He's a brilliant tight end. You just got to use him. We've seen it over the years at the Chargers. Just use your weapons. But the play calling was still questionable.
I can't believe they made Davis Mills look that good.
It was scary, wasn't it? Just like literally, fair play to Davis Mills. It was brave to make them throws, as I say, so regularly, and they came off in that first period of the game. But luckily, they ran out of ideas, and finally, the Patriots defense adapted to it. It's pretty obvious what he was going to do, and then just about had enough to scrap against the Texans. But it was honestly a worrying performance. I didn't think if it stayed a Texans win, I don't think I would have made the podcast tonight. I think someone have actually review it on my behalf.
if they play like that against anyone else, like they get ironed out. Like it was shambolic, to be fair. Like I was making my way back from the Falcons Jets game, and obviously I'm only going by commentary at that point whilst it was going on. I couldn't believe what I was reading. Like it was ridiculous. But honestly, the way that they've played, I mean, they moved to 2 and 3. They're lucky to be there, to be honest, as much as it kills me. Like, the Pats are in a serious recovery job.
Yeah, and this is the thing, they're going to have to, if they play like they do against the Bucks, then they'll be a very competitive. But if they play like the Texans again, especially against fellow Texas side Dallas, which will be the Sunday afternoon game this week, then it could be very ugly. But the Patriots have got away with one, and there's hope that, well, from our point of view, that they build on that, because the season's not over. It's just been kept alive by that comeback.
It's
so
brewing.
25-22.